Oil prices have dropped and gasoline prices are steadily climbing, hovering at $4 a gallon. 14 states over $4. Looks like some of the gas station owners are gouging unsuspecting drivers. Joining me now is New Jersey Gasoline and Convenience Store Association's Executive Director, Sal Risalvato. Sal, looks like gouging. Let's talk about it. Is it gouging? Are your dealers gouging drivers?
Gouging is the absolute wrong word to use. That would be unfair and inappropriate. Retailers are not even close to gouging for several reasons. One, margins are being squeezed. Margins are squeezed more when the price is higher.
I don't want to talk about the economics around a gallon of gasoline. We all know how it goes. A barrel of oil gets refined. It comes out on the other side of the refinery. Who's making all the money, Sal? Because, look, clearly,
Anybody that owns
let me ask a
oil
question. Let me ask a question.
making money.
Sir, let me ask a question. Oil was $115 a barrel. Now it's $98. Gasoline is 3 cents, 3 exact cents off the 30-month high. It's not going down. Who's making that profit?
That the prices that retailers pay are determined by the refiners. The prices that refiners pay are determined by the oil companies. In some instances, the oil companies are the refiners and also the retail.
Sal, I understand the business inside and out. I spent many years inside mobile gas stations. I started there. How much money is there on a how much profit is there on a gallon of gasoline in a typical retail station, let's say in New Jersey?
If you are familiar with the business, then you know that the average retail margin is less than 10 cents a gallon.
And you're going to tell me, you're going to sit there in our studio, in our newsroom, and tell me that retailers in New Jersey are making less than 10 cents a gallon.
I am going to say to you that the lion's share, the majority, most of them make less than 10 cents a gallon on the pumps right this very second.
Listen, I don't want to call you a liar in front of me, but I'm going to tell you, here's how it breaks down. The refiners are making more profit than they've ever made. I know it, about 60 cents a gallon. That's the highest I've ever seen it in 23 years in the business.
And now,
let me finish this.
The retailers.
Let me finish,
the
though.
Refiners,
Allow me to
not
finish.
the retailers.
May I finish?
You are making accusations that are wrong. The refiners and not the retailers.
I didn't finish the accusation, Sal. Here comes the accusation part. On the way down, when oil prices go down, the rack price goes down. That's when the retailer on the corner makes a fatter and fatter profit. Don't tell me it doesn't happen.
It does happen. And let me explain to you. Last week, gasoline went down one day, 15 cents. The next day...
Nowhere, sir. Nowhere did it do that. Maybe on the New Jersey Turnpike, but nowhere did it. It didn't, according to AAA, it didn't budge, my friend.
You didn't let me finish, Eric.
Go ahead.
Gasoline at the rack went down in one day, 15 cents. The next day, it started climbing.
Okay.
And 3 days later, it was higher than the original 15-cent decrease.
Okay.
So you tell me, how can a retailer lower his price when if one day it goes down and then over a 3-day period, it starts climbing again?
Sal, the time it took when it went down 15 cents a gallon, right there, that means the rack price that the dealers pull from, they're making 15 more cents a gallon unless they move down, and they didn't, Sal. There it is. There's more profit for the gasoline retailer.
Did you hear what I said, Eric?
Oh, I heard you loud and clear, my friend.
It went down one day at the rack and then started climbing, and 3 days later it was higher than where it started when it went down 15 cents. You tell me how a retailer can lower his margin. You're a Wall Street guy. Everything works on margin. There's margins that shrink on the way up, and there's margins that expand on the way down.
You're not telling the true story. On the way down,
accusing retailers of gouging. Retailers are not gouging. They are small business owners eking out a living, and they are right now at the whim of the major oil companies and those people that set the price at wholesale. They simply pass costs on, and when it goes down, they do drop it, and if they grab a little extra margin, it's because they were squeezed on the way up. Sal, it evens out.
Sal, I got to tell you, I spent a lot of time at barbecues that in the backyards of dealers in my area, and all of them, $1 million mansions, 2 Jaguars on the driveway. All right,
yeah, well, most of them don't have Jaguars or $1 million mansions.
Sal,
Eric, I challenge you to get in a car with me.
You're painting a picture that just is inaccurate, my friend.
No, you're the one that's painting the inaccurate picture.
Sal,
you are painting an inaccurate picture.
I have to leave it there. We'll do this again.
I challenge you to get in a car with me and travel the roads and check out the margins.
Sal, as long as we go to the rack, too. We'll go to the rack and check the rack price and then check it against your dealers on the corner. You got a deal. Join